I'm going to go on a tangent for a minute. This unprotected chair shot bullshit shit that's going on YouTube and across the board on the internet, man, is absolutely absurd to me. My name is Rev Sauce. I've been down with the headache and I've been viewing a little bit of everything, and I'm sick and tired of the big name YouTubers sweeping things under the rug, saying how dare AEW, but you were just months ago saying AEW is the alternative. They should be doing this kind of stuff. Then the next minute, you're fucking saying, oh, no, they shouldn't be doing that. It's disgusting with CETE and all this shit, but you wanted them to be the alternative. But then get mad at GCW when they just did a New Jack spot with a bunch of tables recently at their event. Why didn't you get upset with some of these mudhole indie shows doing it? If you're going to hold AEW to it, then you need to start holding a lot of these companies responsible. TNA just did a spot at Slammiversary that was ridiculous with PWO, and I turned around and go, why are the YouTubers not complaining about this? You're the same motherfuckers that wanted AEW to be the alternative. Now all of a sudden, oh, no, unprotected chair shots. They said they weren't going to do that. They went against their word. And honestly, they talk about the stuff. Tony Khan did state that they talked about it before doing it. I just find it wild how the IWC, YWC, and these big-name YouTube channels don't do their research properly. They don't read shit. They run with narratives, and they say they're not on X, but they're on X, and they battle other people on X, and then they ban people off their shit, but they say they're not about you. They're not about being in the comment sections. They're not about X. They're not about this shit, but they are. They're the same very people that sit around and they praise WWE, but then they give shit to AEW. They're not unbiased. They're not raw and uncut. They're fucking liars, and they fucking sit here and clickbait you for views. Meanwhile, people like me, I get called all the nasty names because I'm telling you like it fucking is. I'm on neither side of the board when it comes to AEW or WWE. For the last week, I've been pumping nothing but TNA throughout my stream, saying how great, and I love Joe Henry. So get the fuck on. Then you got Corey Graves, Mr. Wishy-Washy, that's been on X, 1 minute getting upset because, you know why? Because he wants to stir up the IWC, YWC. You know that? This man, literally, it's not the first time he's done this about AEW. This is many times. He's done it many times. Are you guys surprised that he came out and said what he needed to say on X? And then when the heat in the kitchen, because you said something that was very to startle the tribalist, you delete your tweet. Come on now. And if Jack Perry was concussed, as some of you are all saying he's walking around, first and foremost, they wouldn't have done the chair shot if they wouldn't realize that he would get a concussion out of it. Second of all, they probably rehearsed this way before and had top people, and they probably gimmicked the chair a lot. This is me not damage controlling for AEW. This is me just being raw and uncut and unbiased and going by the reports, going by what Tony Khan has said, going by what the wrestlers have said after the fact. Stop it. People are diving for things that are not there. And going back in history, that's why WWE don't do it anymore. Again, that was the Vince McMahon regime. Triple H has been doing things that are a little bit questionable too, that I've seen, wrestling move-wise. Like bringing back a brain buster. Do you know that was banned in WWE for so long because people were getting concussed? Well, he brought it back and let Sami Zayn do it to Gunther. And they've been doing that a lot lately. Wouldn't be surprised if they came back with pile drivers and shit too. AEW does it. WWE may start doing it. You know, it's funny how some of you turn around and say you want the alternative. You're getting the alternative, and then you bitch, moan, and groan after the fact. I just don't get that logic or mentality. Now, I've said the blood in AEW. I've said some of the chair shots have been a little bit much. They don't need to go extra, and I still stand by that. But it is what it is. It's an unprotected chair shot. The shit happened, and move on. Jack Perry's just fine. He's taking pictures of Drew McIntyre for a storyline against CM Punk. So come on. Come on. Stop it. The big name YouTubers need to stop furthering the tribalism in the IWC, YWC. I'm calling the big YouTubers out on that. A lot of them do it. and they know what they're doing. They flare up people. They say they're not on X, but they're on X, and they stir up the fucking tribalists and the elitists, and they say they don't go on X for that shit, but they actually do. They live it. They love it because it brings views and traction to their channel. The unprotected chair shot, it is what it is. Was it wrong or was it right? That's up to interpretation on how you feel wrestling should be. We all see things differently. We all see things in a different light with our own two eyes. Not everybody's going to enjoy a chair shot like that. I come from the days ECW. I'm used to seeing shit like that. I remember when The Rock hit Kim Shamrock in the fucking head. Yes, was it wrong or was it right? The chairs were gimmick back then too. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And if you're going to get mad about that, get mad at GCW for doing it. Get mad at fucking MLW for doing it. Get mad at TNA doing a spot with PCO the other night with two chairs, and it looked like he fucking banged his head fucking hard. It looked like he was fucking concussed. But we're not talking about those things. We're talking about a single chair shot given by Mark Briscoe to Jack Perry, which is redonkulous to me as a wrestling fan. Yes, was it in bad taste? Somewhat, yes. But at the same time, they made that chair shot and the camera angle look devastating. They trained that. They trained for that. Guys, everything in wrestling is gimmicked. However you want to slice it. Everything is choreographed. However you want to slice and dice it. I trained to be a wrestler, so I know. I find it funny how a lot of these people in the IWC, YWC are panicking or having strokes and trying to further how their standpoint, AEW shouldn't do this, but if Triple H did it, it would be much safer. Like, where do you get off saying that? You're the same very people that were cheering for brain busters and shit that WWE was starting to do. WWE's bringing back outlawed moves, and you're not realizing it, but they are. And you're going to watch their wrestlers get hurt just as much as AEW wrestlers are. So so it's okay when WWE does it, but when AEW does it, it's terrible. I don't get the logic. It's bad all around. Literally. They didn't have to go extra. AEW did not have to go extra during Blood and Guts, but they did. End of story. I'm not coming back to this subject. I think the IWC, the YWC, the YouTube wrestling community is wild over this freaking situation with an unprotected chair shot in AEW Blood and Guts 2024. Grow up. I think most of the YWC needs to fucking grow up. Stop it. It was a chair shot. It was one chair shot. And if you watch it back in slow motion, it doesn't look like he hit him all the way. And it looks like on the camera, if you slow it down, if you slow it back down, it looks like Mark Briscoe, the way they're showing it on camera, it's like he kind of pushed it into his face more than hitting him. The way it came off, yes, AEW did great work with the camera. But at the end of the day, who am I to judge? I still don't like chair shots like that. They don't need to go extra. They had the match pretty much, people going, wow, holy shit, holy fuck, holy shit. People that were there were telling me the same thing. So they needed to go extra like that. They could have lightened this man up on fire for all I cared. Instead, that's what I thought they were going to do. I thought they were going to spray him down right after the fact with a fire extinguisher after the fact and have him just say, I quit. But I digress. Anyway, my name is Rev SAU9. I think this whole situation is stupid. I think YouTube wrestling community needs to grow the fuck up. These are the same very people that were all championed for more blood in AEW. Then now it's a problem. They're the same very people that said they want the alternative. Here we got the alternative, and you're shitting on it. Which you can't have your cake and eat all at once. And then turn around when WWE kind of does it, going, yeah, woo, woo. And then turning around and then saying it's not okay. But where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line as a wrestling community? I'm tired of the clickbaiting. I'm tired of the fucking manipulation. I'm getting tired of big names fucking sitting here crying about Unprotected. They're the same very fucking people. They're the same very fucking people that sit here and give WWE and Triple H the benefit of the doubt when he fucks up. Same community that turns around all the time and doesn't hold Triple H to a standard. doesn't hold Tony Khan to a standard. You got these channels that are wishy-washy. Look, I've told you, Tony Khan has fucked up before. AEW's views have slipped because of his fuck-ups. Now he's putting people in place, and you still have the same very fucking tribalist, the same very elitist on here on this internet that are sitting, oh, it's Tony Khan with the main booking. No, Peppermint's been booking this Monet and Britt Baker and the whole thing with Mariah May and Tony Storm. You're getting great fucking television. You should give Peppermint a fucking golf clap for what the fuck she's doing. And instead of having your deer in the headlight moment, why don't you start accepting that Tony Khan is doing the right things by the fans? Tony Khan is sitting in production meetings now with these people. QT Marshall is doing some of the fucking producing, and Jerry Lynn and all these people, he's delegating. He just put fucking Paul White as one of the head of the boards of Ring of Honor, and now he's a commissioner coming out and making matches and rules and having choices. What are we doing? You asked for this, he's delivering, and it's still not good enough to a lot of you. And I'm getting really tired of when Triple H does what Tony Khan, oh man, it's great. When Tony Khan does it, oh, well, fuck him. They're going to die, but they're about to get it. Oh, they're still going to die. But they're the third, oh, that doesn't, Forbes is a fucking fraud. Liars. Liars. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being a tribalist. Stop wishing for companies to die. Like, just enjoy fucking wrestling. When I say this all the time. When I used to do watch-alongs with people all the time, that's why I stopped doing them, and I only do them with a certain selected of people. Is because the people that I used to do it with would always sit there, and I'm watching the match, and they're like, this is a Mud Hill show. Vince wouldn't have that. They're dying. Garbage, garbage, garbage. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to, garbage. Why do you watch that garbage? It's like, because you should watch the better shows. It's like, okay, all right, great. Anyway, I'm out. I'm done talking about this situation. I'm so tired of hearing about this unprotected chair shot. I think a lot of my community is, and I think a lot of people are. It is what it is. AEW is going to do things that are wild, just like any other promotion to draw for views. And by the way, Blood and Guts, honestly, did draw higher. They did go up in viewership. They did, actually, in fact. It actually worked. And the chair shot got people to talk. Got Corey Graves to come out, Mr. Hypocrite himself, come out and talk about AEW. So, and the reason why he probably took his tweet down, because WWE told him to shut the fuck up and don't say another goddamn word about our competition. And got fined probably for it. Anyway, my name is Rev SAU9. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.